In a previous video, I mentioned the differences between the American and Japanese releases of the game, but one detail I didn't mention was the different names for your character and the main villain, Tanzra. In the original Japanese version, Tanzra's name was Satan, and your character was meant to be the Abrahamic god. This was changed for the American release because there was a fear of backlash, which I unfortunately cannot say was unfounded. Still, this knowledge gives new context to the game's world and its inhabitants, and it almost seems to support the idea of a universal spirituality under multiple names for the same god. But that's enough as extracting meaning from an SNES game. After all, it's what the next video is for. Hey ladies and gents, Scheme Rhythm here with another Let's Play ActRaiser. Last time we took care of Marana and Cassandra, and this episode we are taking care of the final sim area of the game, Northwall. So first thing is first, I need to select magic. Magical Aura, just to show you what it looks like. Now, what shall my voice be for him? Let's see. Sir Fox, if we destroy all monsters in this land, people will be able to live here again! Sir Fox, are you ready? May luck be with you. Not very creative. I'm kind of short on ideas for voices now. I could have given him something goofy. Gosh! Or I could have gone with something a little more eh. I'm sorry, but this is my favorite piece of music in this entire game. I mean, I'm gonna try to get silent again whenever it gets to my favorite part. But I mean, look, just listen to it. Okay, I am done being silent now, I promise. But that's just so awesome! It's so musical and pretty, and I love it. How can you not love that? And it's why Northwall is my favorite area of the game, at least as far as the action stages go, because, I mean, you get the best music in the game in both of the action stages. Like, this stage's music is really calm and peaceful. The other stages is really epic. And it just, oh, I love it. Gotta watch out for that spike there. I mean, I don't know if I would like it if it weren't for the music, but this and Fillmore Act 1 are like real standouts. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my magical aura for the first time to kill just a regular mook. I mean, I can't say there's much else that... eh. Or not. That works too. I'll save it for the boss. Oh, and this is going to end up being like the worst boss to use it on too. Alright, this is an interesting area. One, because the physics don't work that way, and two, because you can get up here if you ride it from the beginning. Can't get up here otherwise. But I think the reward is a 1,000. No, it's just another 1-up. 8 lives. I mean, I'm gonna need that many lives at the end of the game, maybe, but not so much now. Alright. Come on now. There you are. And then it also has this little bit at the end where you have to jump off of it or face insta-death spikes. There we go, that's rule 1000. Why would they put it in a place that's like right in the middle of your path, I wonder? I mean, I can understand it if it was that one that was really far out of the way. That's kind of challenging to get to, but then again, I can also understand putting a 1 up there. Game design. All I know is that Yuzo Koshiro deserves like a freaking medal or something for writing this. And gargoyle statues. I didn't like you the first time I fought you. Didn't like you this time either. Come on. Basic platforming. You know, it would be so much simpler if I didn't have to... There. That's what it looks like. And then you over here. Yes. All right. All right. Almost done. Almost done. And boss time! Yet another boss that I have yet to figure out the real pattern to. I mean, I know his pattern. It's just his pattern kind of sucks. And he does that, and then he swoops down. That's one good thing about Magical Aura, though, is that as far as your magic powers go, that one is like the most damaging. Has the potential for the most damage behind Stardust. Really does. Alright, let's see. And only 2 more hits, and he's dead. And I can get those right here. Ha! Ha ha! Take that, you winged half freak. I read somewhere that was supposed to be like a merman or something. I don't see it. He doesn't have a bottom half at all. His top half looks like a dark elf or a demon, and he's got bat wings. It screams more demon than merman. I'm just saying. And welcome to Northwall. The second area in the game with skull heads. I don't like the fact that there are skull heads here. So first you're gonna want to, as they're saying, use the sun everywhere. This is the only place in the game where, in order to get anywhere, you have to basically use sun on the entire place. I mean, I could kind of get it for... I don't know. It's just kind of fitting with the whole Nordic theme, I guess, because, I mean, you always look at maps and you see, like, Finland and all those places are like completely covered in ice, even though I'm pretty sure that's not how things actually are. And I almost always take care of this one first for some reason. And the only other thing that you really need to do is immediately after you get rid of that monster's lair, go ahead and get rid of this skullhead lair. And then start... This is actually a lake over here that looks like a frozen river. It's actually a lake under there. And you want to go ahead and get rid of all that stuff. Now this is where I like to use up all of my items. I always have tons of excess bombs that I use. There are always a lot of extra... Aha! I knew it! I knew it! I'm glad I got the last thing of wheat. I mean, granted, I'm going to end up destroying that eventually anyway, but for now, it's nice to have that option. So, yeah, like I said, go ahead and start uncovering the lake, and they will start a fishery, and they will get you your last magic. Spoilers, but I don't really care. I I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't care either if I tell you that this is how you get your last piece of magic. Oh. Bastards. So if it's really cold here and I send rain to get the crops, does that mean this place is going to be covered in snow again? No, it doesn't. Okay, you know what? I really am tired of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and use the fleece too, because they're going to tell you later that they're too cold and they can't continue building. But, nah. Once I get rid of the red devil, I can stop worrying about... Okay, it should be... There we go! Haha! Eat that, you son of a bitch. And I'm pretty sure they can't build on that spot. So, it doesn't really matter much if you try to make them build there. Eh. What am I even trying to say? Alright, go ahead and go over here. So they can seal away that freaking skull. I hate the skull heads so much. They creep me the fuck out, that's why. That's why I hate them. They creep me out. And then... So once you... Oh, nothing happened. Wow, that sound effect lasted longer than I remember it lasting. Once again. Aha! My master, I think... I see the semblance. I don't know if that's the right way of spelling it, but it strikes me as a very odd word. Now, the skull heads, if I remember correctly, can do something pretty freaking crazy to the people, and you don't want to give them a chance to do that. I don't remember exactly what it is that they do, but they do something. They now understand how to build bridges, which is good because that's... I hate the skull heads. Hate them. If I remember correctly, I don't want to build there first. I want to build over here first. God for... I mean, once your angel is out of health, you just can't shoot his arrows anymore. That's all it really means. It's not like that guy is preventing you from doing anything else. But to be honest, I'm going to prioritize the Skullhead before I prioritize Blue Dragon. Because I really do not like Skullheads anymore. And normally I don't do this, but I don't like this guy. Plus it's actually helping my strategic building plan, but... That's the works. They only have 10 people. They've only built 2 houses out of this entire place. I mean, I would love to use my, like, angel arrows for extra angel strength and everything, but they're kind of not giving me that option, because this blue dragon keeps flying into me and the skulls kept destroying me. Well, now that you know what I'm doing, I'm going to just go ahead and speed up the rest of this, so have fun. What do they have to tell me? Oh, they found a scroll. Oh, wow, that was a while. That took a little while for them to get to me. Alright. The large tree. Kind of like Yggdrasil from Norse mythology. Yeah? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know if that's really the case, but it does make for one of my more, what is in my opinion, one of the more baffling action stages, actually. But I'm going to go ahead and accept my offerings, now that I've used up almost everything. Alright, that's good. They found a scroll, which is a source of magic for me. They found a pretty good magic spell for me that I'm not going to end up using the boss rush anyway. Spoilers, there's a boss rush. Alright. And now I think there's one other thing I can go ahead and do before, just to block them from stealing that lair. If you use lightning on the temple, this is the only place you can do this in. I don't remember exactly when, after what point you do this. But basically, they were being little bitches and didn't offer something to you that they found. And it's a jewel. I wonder what that jewel could be. Spoilers, it's a source of life. So, with that, you got all of your sources of life that you're going to get, which means you have about as many, lives as there are bosses in the game. Which is pretty fantastic for what you're trying to do. So, let's see. Go ahead and take this guy out. And go ahead and take care of this. I'm going to take care of the rest of this off screen. Alright, and now they're saying a monster has appeared from the mighty tree. Mighty old tree is a symbol of Northwall. Well, technically that monster was there before Northwall, so I think you just picked a shitty symbol. I'm just saying. Let's be honest here. But as far as I know, Northwall will actually continue to build for a little bit after that happens. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, they will. So I'm going to let them build up, and I wouldn't cut away until they are done building or when I level up, because that seems to be what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. Level 16. I think that's going to end up being where I stop, because there's no way I'm going to reach the 4600 to be level 17, which is the max level. Alright, and we are done growing for now. So, that means that we are going to the Sky Palace. Alright, and I'm going to select magic. I'm going to select the magical light. Yeah, it rains light down from the Sky Palace. It's pretty awesome sounding, but it's not... I mean, it's basically a kill everything on screen move compared to all the other ones, but it's a lot less useful against bosses. So, don't be surprised if you see me use it a little bit. Okay, now here's something I don't get. You start, as you can see, from the bottom of the tree. Or at the very least near the bottom of the tree. And I already forgot something. Damn. Okay, like I said, you start near the bottom. But... I mean, why? Why do you start near the bottom? Okay, I guess it's not really the bottom of the tree. But it just feels so arbitrary that you start where you do. I mean, most other places of the game, it's like, yeah, okay, I can see why I would start there. Here, it's like, why the bottom of the tree? You're obviously going to be making your way up to the top of the tree. And how did this work? How did I get here? Where's the other? How did I get into this part? It makes no sense to me. And then on top of that, I'm worse at this action stage than any other. Like, I'm really terrible at this action stage. I think I've played professional mode before and just got stonewalled on this stage because I was bad at it to begin with. I mean, I'm bad at the enemies, the orc soldier guys. I'm bad at the platforming in this area. I'm bad at avoiding their attacks. I'm just not good at this particular action stage at all. And you can see that. Like, I'm almost dead. And as far as I know, I'm probably going to die before I get to any health. And see, that's what I'm talking about as far as the 1,000 ups go. And one thing I haven't talked about, that I'm going to talk about now, is the music in this stage. Par for the course for ActRaiser, it's awesome. And it conveys a sense of epicness that most of the other stages, like the other stages hint at it, sort of. But this one is like bombastic, and it's like this big fanfare kind of thing going on. And then just no other stage is quite like it in that way. I mean, Fillmore comes close. It's like this opening techno beat, and it's like, oh yeah, this is awesome. But then you get to this, and it's like, oh, okay. This is pretty epic. The Great Tree theme, I don't know, I love it. I don't know what it is about this music, about the music of the two Northwall action stages. They just have this special effect. Like, the one for Act 1, obviously, okay, screw you. The one for Act 1 is like, hey, here's this really fancy music, and it's really somber, and it's like, really fitting for an ice level, actually. And then you get this stage, and it's like, oh yeah, we're ascending the tree of life, and we're gonna, I don't know, it just got that kind of feel to me. And this part where you're ascending on bubbles is actually really, really bizarre. I'm not quite sure what the whole idea behind this part was, but it's weird to me. I mean, what are these bubbles from? I mean, it just kind of adds to this mysticism behind the tree, and you can see I died again. I don't even care. I'm not cutting, because most of the... I mean, except for that very first time, me going through this stuff is like, hey, this is how I normally play the game. Compared to, say, Itos, where I was failing a lot. I hate that guy. Screw you. I hate you. Back off. You're starting to make me angry. That also makes me angry. Ah. Alright, come on. Ascend the great tree. I hate the freaking worm caterpillars that they drop. Alright, almost there. Almost to the boss. You're kidding me. You're kidding me! I'm okay. I'm okay. Just gotta watch where I'm going. Be careful. There we go. Come on, be careful. This one shouldn't be taking as long as it is. It really shouldn't. Alright, boss time. One of my favorite looking bosses, but a real pain to fight sometimes. He's another one of those bosses that if you decide to just take pot shots at, you can actually win through a war of attrition. But I don't like the Ice Wyvern as a boss fight. I like his design, though. Like, he looks very surreal looking, almost. Like, kind of that neon glow to him. It looks very weird, considering it's an ice dragon, basically. And he's only got 2 hits left. Come on. There we go. Alright. Northwall is done. I hate those roosters outside. They're bothering the fuck out of me. Alright. Alright. We're almost done. Oh, what's this? Boom. Alright. When you destroyed the final monster, the demon Tanzra's island emerged from the depths of the ocean northeast of here. So why is he talking like an Australian now? Tanzra is underground waiting for his final battle with the Master. Alright, let's go, Sir Fox, to the haunted land. Deathheim! Should have gone that voice from the beginning. But no, first I'm going to let the people... Oh yeah, that's right. It moves you automatically to Deathheim. I'm gonna let the people of Northwall finish building first. So, let's see what they have to say. Thank you for taking care of us. Oh, how sweet. Alright, I will see you guys whenever they're done building. Alright, we have maxed out the population. So, ladies and gents, next time on Let's Play ActRaiser, we will be taking on the final area of the game, Deathheim. I'll see you then.